Hey, what's up, guys and girls and men and women? How you doing? It's Gordon here, checking out beautiful little sunset out here in Florida. Our hotel is over across the street from the Jacksonville, Florida Budweiser Brewery, so it's an interesting area. I want to talk for a minute about shadow integration. It is a way of healing feelings of separation in the collective, and also about our relationship, or your relationship, the relationship with the universe from the personal view. And so shadow integration, I mean, we all have these concepts of separation, us and them, the other. And the other is usually something that we view ourselves as not as, something we don't define ourselves as. And in that way, we separate out the unity and oneness that we are, even though, we have this diversity, So, diversity, let's talk about diversity. We all have diverse versions of pain and suffering, in unique versions due to our experiences. But nonetheless, we all have felt pain, regardless of what that came from. And we all have felt suffering and feelings of separation and guilt and shame at some point in our life. And even though the reasons for our pain are different, that fact that we have experienced pain unites us. And, the things that we're ashamed of and the things that we hide from, everyone has things that they hide from, or that, they don't want to confront about themselves, or have had. I don't want to speak for anyone else. So, if you see somebody on the street and you're like, oh, this person is less than me, or they're better than me, or, I see, they're whatever, they, to me, for whatever reason, they're putting off a vibration that I don't identify with, whether that's, stagnation or guilt, or, say they want to murder someone, I don't want to murder anyone, but I've had dark thoughts in my life, so I can identify. And that's the type of integration I'm talking about. I mean, you don't have to, you don't have to be a murderer to admit that you've had dark thoughts. And we're all united by that light and darkness. It's in all of us. So how does that apply to our relationship with the universe? Well, I see relationships as these dynamics, and it's definitely a masculine-feminine dynamic. And, just the act of birth and being born and living is, I feel, a masculine manifestation. I feel death is feminine. The act of birth is penetrating, into the universe, and death is, you're being reassimilated in a way. Reabsorbed, and the feminine is very much about absorption, and the masculine is very much about radiation. So, we're here and we have will, we have intentions, we're penetrating this physical realm in a way, in a masculine way, but then through that penetration, we hit walls. We have to have that will, and we have to try to move forward, but then we hit obstacles. So what happens then? Then we have to take more of a female approach. We have to become receptive. And, open ourselves up to different ways of thinking and, different ideas, different approaches, and different perspectives. And so I would encourage you to analyze that dynamic that goes on inside yourself, between, the penetrating will aspect, the masculine aspect, the moving forward, the motivation, and the talking, and the, putting yourself out there, and the receptive, listening, absorbing, being receptive to wisdom as opposed to giving wisdom, That's the balance that I feel is going on between us and the universe, this masculine-feminine relationship. It's actually a relationship. So I would encourage you to explore that. I love you guys. That's all I really have to say for now. Have a blessed day.